Conor McGregor. We're still awaiting his return, however, in 2020. He would write underneath a Trump tweet the following message. Phenomenal president, quite possibly the USA GOAT, most certainly one of them anyway, as he sits atop the soldiers of many amazing giants that came before him. No easy feat. Early stages of term also incredible. Congrats and happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day, America. From the Hill, the tweet was responding to a Trump tweet earlier that day that was celebrating his 3 years in office while touting low unemployment numbers for African Americans. In recognizing Martin Luther King Jr. Day, racism watchdog would weigh in as well. On November 5th of 2020, McGregor posted a religious-based tweet on the platform. It came at a time when Trump was destined to lose the White House, which he did. After the events, though, that took place in Butler, Pennsylvania, McGregor would weigh in once again. A 78-year-old multiple billionaire. He should have been on a yacht on the Mediterranean touring golf courses, but he is not. He is in Pennsylvania spitting out bullets, running for the love of his country. Godspeed, Donald. God bless the United States. His opponent, that should have been Michael Chandler, co-signed the message on Twitter, a rarity between the two. Yet it is the former president who apparently ticked off the Irishman after Trump's debacle of a performance on Adin Ross's stream. A man who went on the record, more so boy, blaming Joe Biden for abortion laws being wiped away and does not know who Benito Mussolini is, nor can he pronounce the name and term fascist, like the guy he sat next to. Trump stated Khabib Nurmagomedov is his favorite UFC fighter. McGregor, to put it lightly, was tweeting his rage, because that's what those messages were. Here are some. He would tweet and delete this note: campaign-ending decision, a smelly fat mountain monkey from the inbred mountains of Dagestan is your favorite UFC American company fighter. Wow, abysmal. In another tweet he would delete, he featured a photo of Khabib and captioned it, Trump's favorite fighter. Here he is in a tiny tub with his fellow inbred pals in Dagestan. Can you spot him? Where's Khabib? Find Khabib. Another would read, hey guys, why couldn't Khabib's dad gain entry to America ever? What was the issue there? He was never allowed access, and now you hear all what is taking place currently. The tease from their gym gunned down while in the middle of inflicting a terror attack in their own country, with Khabib then subsequently fleeing the country after their gym and homes were raided and reposed, leaving behind his wife, kids, family, mother in the process, the whole lot. It makes you wonder, before the death of Khabib's father via COVID-19, why was he always refused entry into the U.S.? This was insane. It was low. And there was more. I was actually wrong. Couple $100 million he is worth, not multi-B. I would have thought USA only would be the mentality here, and what I would want to see out of my president personally. To pick a retired inbred fighter from Dagestan, Russia, who has 3 main events only to his name is astounding. Overall, the American fighters that have backed him, it's a shocking decision. He was caught on the spot. That won't go unnoticed on the roster. The presidential race is very tight right now, more so now. So clearly, Conor is still really upset that he lost this fight, that he tapped out to Khabib. Chandler would reply, stop it, Conor. If you had half the balls that Donald Trump had, you would have shown up June 29th. Instead, you're normal walking, beer-chugging, Austin 316 style at a local fight show / motorcycle rally in South Dakota, a red 100% MAGA state, by the way. Conor has certainly fallen off the deep end. We do know this. But it also comes on the heels of McGregor fanning the flames of the anti-immigration rhetoric used by conservatives like Donald Trump to score cheap political points. And it's not just even in the United States. It's in England, as we have seen with the far right, and it is in Ireland and many other places. It is no wonder McGregor has become a darling of the far right with messages such as these via The Guardian. McGregor posted on November 22nd to over 10 million followers in response to a report that non-nationals could vote in local elections, what you see on your screens. CNN spoke with a senior analyst with the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, a think tank that researches online hate and disinformation. They would say, the far right are promoting Conor McGregor as the voice of the people, taking advantage of his platforms to boost their ideology, adding that they believe McGregor's tweets in the lead up to the riot were a call to action against illegal immigration. When the riots persisted, McGregor took to Twitter once more, writing the following, "You reap what you sow." I'll share my thoughts for the end. Elon Musk, a man who values free speech so much that he cancels the accounts of leftist progressives and sometimes liberals, endorsed McGregor if he ran for office. Via CNN, political analysts and far-right experts have told the outlet that Conor McGregor's unique brand of Irish patriotism that won him supporters when he was a professional fighter, he still is, of course, but made his name previously, has mutated into a strand of far-right Irish nationalism. Some politicians, though, rightfully are speaking up and have had enough.
All the while, you have celebrity people like this Conor McGregor, Gobda. You have people in this chamber who will use the word criminality and immigration in the same sentence as often as they can to get some cheap political gain for themselves. Yes, I am talking about rural independence. I am talking about members of the Shannon who do the exact same thing. For the love of God, would they realise that some things are more important than them winning their bloody seats?
He would tweet and delete in another post, which is kind of a theme of his. People of the community are told who these men are or why they are here. This is what I mean when I say we are at war. You cannot expect the people of Ireland to tolerate this. We will not. Another would read, do not let any Irish property be took over unannounced. Evaporate said property. It's a war. You know who would support some of this stuff? The worst of society. InfoWars' Alex Jones weighed in on it to support Conor, as would libs of TikTok. Chaya Rachik, white supremacist Nick Fuentes, would say on his show that he supported McGregor's rhetoric, telling those of the far right in Ireland to, quote, rise up. What does he mean by rise up? You know what he means. From Wired, McGregor, Fuentes said, needed to salvage the country because it's either going to be the Irish or it's going to be the blacks, his words. Only one side is going to come out of this alive. This is what they want. They want this so badly. There would be more support from McGregor. I stand with the people of the East Wall, he wrote in a since-deleted tweet. This was a reference to protests which started in Dublin's East Wall district in November 2022 over plans to house refugees in a disused office block. So no one is vacating. No one is there. It's empty. And people still have a problem with it. McGregor's tweet was then circulated widely in Telegram channels with a ton of links to, of course, the far right. And what do I mean by the support? There would be images such as these, making the waves, making the rounds within these circles as well, showing McGregor holding an AK and leading angry white men possessing the same firearm. But of course, all white, all having the flag behind them. It's sickening. One prominent anti-immigration influencer named Keith Woods posted one edit featuring McGregor's face. You see it right here. Attacking immigration, attacking migrants. That is their calling card these days. Woods has made appearances on Nick Fuentes' show, of course, and is followed by none other than, go ahead and say it, Conor McGregor. So, here is where I stand on a lot of this stuff, okay? If you are tweeting things, okay, and you are stoking, in my view, this hatred that is being circulated within the far right who go knees deep in hooliganism and are the ones protesting migrants, protesting immigrants, burning a historic library in Liverpool, going out in the streets of America, spouting things like they are the lesser, dehumanizing them not only with physicality, but also language that is violent. And you're doing this. And then you say next to nothing other than, I don't condone the riots, but then you keep going and you say it's war and you keep doubling down and tripling down. You know what you're doing. We all see what he's doing. So his support for Donald Trump is not surprising to me. The fact that he was under investigation for these tweets is not surprising to me. The saddest part is there's so many who align with what he is saying. We have gone over previously, check it out on demand, how mixed martial arts has served as a pipeline to the far right. And this is just the most notable case with one Conor McGregor. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.